prayer points written on the ground and buried down here. And most of them has been answered so far. People still come here to share their testimonies of prayer answered here. No pastor here. You just come on your own and offer your prayer or your heartfelt to God. But this water has no color and no taste. And for the past 181 years, going to 182 years now, it has never run dry. It still remains the purest water you can get anywhere. The purest spring water you can get. And it is still drinkable. Now it is actually called Miracle Well because people have come here, fetch this water and use it spiritually. And most of them has always returned back with testimony. That is why it is called Miracle Well. It has been used by both Christian, Muslim and even traditional worshippers.
It's going to be a very long day. I'm out to a destination, so join me on this trip.
Welcome to Badagry, a coastal town rich in history and culture, located in southern western Nigeria. Badagry is home to significant landmarks like the 4-story building in Nigeria. Badagry is known as a major port during the transatlantic slave trade.
The first building built in 1845 by Reverend C.A. Goldman. He is a missionary who was in charge of the construction. And this man, Reverend Henry Townsend, led the missionaries to Badagry in 1842. After this building was completed in that 1845, he said this house is strong and convenient and will prove very comfortable. During the erections, many persons have come to see it, especially the single roof. It's been the first I have ever seen. That is his statement about this. That is why it was being quoted, because this was his writing about this building there. And so you could see the building is still standing in its original shape. Not much has changed in it. With this burnt brick, the wooden deck that we used in the construction since then. And it is standing now for 179 years.
179?
Yes. These are the materials here which were used for the construction.
Okay.
Like this is the original roof, which 90% of this is still on the roof till today. Yeah, you can see how strong it is. Yes. It is called the iron corrugated sheet. We have this hinge here. Yeah. You can see how big it is. Yes. This hinge is used to hold the door to the frame, which we see have some on the deck till today, some of the doors till today. This is the burnt brick which is used for the erection from the foundation to the very last stone on the building. We have this wood here. Yeah, some of this wood was harvested or cut down in 1842. Where we see have at least 60% of it on the deck till today. And at the end of this year, this very wood will be 182 years. Then these are some of the nails used for the building. This for the roof, while this to hold the doors. Can you see them? Yes. This is how strong they are. So let's move on. This building, sorry I forgot to tell you that this building has 6 bedrooms, 2 living rooms and 4 stores. Okay. Then I told you the total cost of this building was just £325. So I was Philip became the first Western teacher in Nigeria after the school was enrolled with 40 men. And those 40 men he taught in this compound for a period of 12 years on just 2 subjects. Now, the youngest among those 40 men was around 42 years, while the eldest was around 57 years. And those 40 men, after their graduation after 30 years, were duly employed in this compound, while some were made teachers. Some were made administrators over the church property. The school was later removed from this compound to this very place here, which forms the final resting place for the school and the permanent site today for the school. With this building becoming the first structure on the permanent site, the school was then renamed St. Thomas Primary School.
Is the school still?
Yes, still existing till today. Okay. And it became the first primary school in Nigeria.
As you walk through its wooden floors and narrow staircase, you feel the weight of history, its story of faith, resilience, and cultural evolution.
Across Energy Group is an energy business organization that is headquartered in Johannesburg, South Africa. The company specializes in the exploration, production, and distribution of crude oil, refined petroleum products, and petrochemicals. Across Energy, empowering through energy.
So this is the room of this man called Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther, who was popularly known for translating the English Bible into Yoruba Bible.
Yes.
Now, the Yoruba Bible he translated, he completed the translation in 1845, in this very room we are standing now. And that Bible was also printed in 1845. And this is the Bible here today. It was brought back in 1846. And this is the very first Yoruba Bible, printed Yoruba Bible in the world, which this year makes it 179 years printed and 178 years in this compound. Yeah, translated by Ajayi Crowther. And this is the first known English Bible in Nigeria that was brought by Reverend Henry Townsend in 1842. At the end of this year, this English Bible will be 182 years in this compound. These are the two Bibles that were first known in Nigeria, lying in this compound here, which are over a century, courtesy of this man called Bishop Samuel Ajayi Crowther, who rose to become the first black bishop of Africa. In this room, this is the last living room of this building. We just have some pictures here to show you. This is the photograph or the portrait of this man called the Reverend Thomas Batrima. He became the first man to preach the gospel of Christianity in Badagry and by extension Nigeria, September 24, 1842, under a tree in Badagry called Agia Tree in the middle of the market called Jubilee Market in 1842. And this man was also an African European. He was from the Methodist Church. So which means technically Methodist was the first to preach Christianity in Badagry. And coming to this portrait here of this man called Reverend Henry Townsend, who came to Badagry in December 1842. December 17, 1842. Now after his arrival, in December 25th, he and this man who celebrate the first Christmas in Badagry, which by extension the first Christmas in Nigeria, December 25th, 1842, under that same tree again, Agia Tree in Badagry. Now, this man is from Anglican, while this was from Methodist, which means Anglican and Methodist co-celebrate the first Christmas in Nigeria. Now, the tree in question, that Agia tree in question, lived for more than 350 years before it was blown down by storm, 20th of June, 1959. And a cenotaph was erected as a memorial for the tree till today, where Christmas is still being celebrated every year. Now, this is a picture, the portrait of the man who built this house, Reverend C.A. Goldman. He's also a British man. So we'll go to this, the last room, which is the room of this man. This room still maintains some part of originality, as every wood here, this one's, this, and the one on this floor, are the exact wood that started the construction of this building. Yeah, this wood were actually cut down in 1842, which means at the end of this year, these very woods will be 182 years in this building. It means they are just 2 years or 3 years older than the building itself, construction, because the construction of the building was completed in 1845. And so we have the picture of the building itself here showing that. Then we have this portrait of the church. This is the first CMS church in Badagry that was built in 1842 with this very wood under our feet here. Yes, in 1843. That church is no more, but it was in this compound. It's no more today. Okay. But we still have the ground marked out where Christians still come to pray every day. And not just Christians, because some Muslims still come here to pray every day. And there will be record of prayer dancer in that compound. I'll show you when we get downstairs. Okay. And we have this furniture, this wooden chair, which is the last furniture of this house, that has spent just 146 years so far and still counting. Yeah, it is the last surviving furniture of this house. Then lastly, in this building, we have the first cemetery in Nigeria, where the wife of the man who built this house was buried. And one of the women, a prominent person that was buried there too, was Miss Flora Shaw. And Miss Flora Shaw was the woman who named this our country, Nigeria. This is the first safe in Nigeria. It is the first vault in Nigeria. We call it the first bank in Nigeria. And we just have some currencies here to just show you. All these are the currencies we've used in Nigeria till date, which these are still legal tender till today. Yeah, this, and this are still legal tender. But how did the origin started? We started with this called the cowrie in this country. This is the first currency And this is the second currency used in this country.
What's this called?
This is called Manila. And this was still used up to 1953, for those of you who don't know. Under this tree, or the mother tree, was where the first church started from. The first gathering, rather. Let's not say the first church. The first gathering started from under this mother tree. After the tree fell, this tree was planted over that tree. And it still formed a shade for people till today. But let's go to where the church was built. Because this is the site of the church till today. And people still gather here to pray every day. Some people come in one, while some come in two. If you want to go inside, you pull your shoe and pray. If you can see over front, come over here. And let me show you some prayers. Look at some prayer points written on the ground and buried down here. And most of them has been answered so far. People still come here to share their testimonies of prayer answered here. No pastor here. You just come on your own and offer your prayer or your heartfelt to God. And God will hear in secret answers prayer. So let's now go to the last part of this building, which is the well. The first CMS well dug in 1842 named called Miracle Well. You know, when you hear the word miracle, you will know this well has two ways to it. First of all, it is the only clean water in this entire surrounding. Every other water are not clean and fit for drinking. They either has color or salty taste because of the closeness to the river and the sea. But this water has no color and no taste. And for the past 181 years, going to 182 years now, it has never run dry. It still remains the purest water you can get anywhere. The purest spring water you can get. And it is still drinkable. Wow. So satisfying. Now it is actually called Miracle Well because people have come here, fetch this water and use it spiritually. And most of them has always returned back with testimony. That is why it is called Miracle Well. It has been used by both Christian, Muslim, and even traditional worshippers.
Yeah, that was a tour of the four-story building in Nigeria. And it was really awesome. Thank you guys for watching this video. And thanks to my sponsor, Cross Energy Group. Thank you for sponsoring me on these journeys. And please, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, on Facebook, on all platforms. Africana Strada, Lodolukoye Films. I'm still in Badagry and I will be showing you other places. Check here for more videos.